we go to Jonathan Taylor, who remains on the PUP list, returned to practice yesterday. Taylor and the Colts had a very public disagreement, of course, over his contract during the offseason. Spoke to the media for the first time since then earlier today. Listen to what he had to say.
The number one goal was to get healthy, and I believe everybody was on the same page with that. So just being able to work in communication with their organization and my squad, just being able to provide any and everything that I needed in order to get back out there on the field. I'm here. I mean, if somebody wasn't committed, they wouldn't be here. And right now I'm here, and my number one goal is to really attack this first practice. I'm not here to get into any contract things. Those were over the course of this offseason, but the season is here. We got the Tennessee Titans on the clock. Division game.
Sounds like he has a really good attitude. Adam, any sense if we'll see Taylor on the field Sunday?
Well, Laura, let's say this. He has participated in practice, full practice, 2 straight days now. These were his first public comments since June, and he sounded a tone of optimism and enthusiasm. You heard a player talking about commitment, about the Tennessee Titans, about being healthy. He sounds like he is ready to play. And now the decision will become if the Colts are comfortable, if he's comfortable moving ahead. But this certainly seems like it is trending in the right way for Jonathan Taylor and the Colts, who clearly have worked on their relationship and repaired some of the issues that both sides had this past summer.
Yeah, I mean, it's remarkable. When we were first talking about this before he went on PUP, and even during that time, it did not seem like these two sides could get on the same page at all. So as we read these tea leaves, it's becoming more and more fascinating. Adam, let's start in New York, where I'm sure they'd love to see Saquon Barkley back on the field Sunday against the Dolphins. Any chance that happens?
Well, real questions about that, Laura. Again, Saquon Barkley was limited in practice today. He has yet to log a full practice since suffering the high ankle sprain against the Arizona Cardinals. And as long as there's no full practice, there's no sign that he'll be back this Sunday against the Dolphins. Again, we'll see if he can get to that tomorrow, but not yet. As for Amon-Ra, the Lions wide receiver, he did not practice again today due to an abdomen injury. Now, he said he does expect to play Sunday against the Carolina Panthers. Keep in mind, the Lions have Jamison Williams, who's on track to play as well. He's been a full participant in practice the last 2 days. And speaking of full practices, the Steelers quarterback Kenny Pickett listed as a full participant in practice today, despite the fact that he left Sunday's game against Houston with a bone bruise in his knee. The fact that he was a full participant today after saying that he planned to play yesterday tells you that Pickett is tracking to play Sunday against the Baltimore Ravens before the Pittsburgh Steelers head into their bye, Laura.
Yeah, there's no question about Kenny Pickett's toughness, that's for sure. Let's start with that Monday night matchup. What do we know about the health of Jimmy Garoppolo at this point?
He's still in concussion protocol right now, Laura. Now, the median average of players in protocol has been 9 days, and so there's a chance, a real possibility, that Garoppolo still will be able to make it out of protocol in time to start Monday night's game against the Packers after suffering a concussion on this play. But right now, he still remains in protocol, still limited at practice, and we'll see whether or not he can make it out of protocol. Meanwhile, the Cincinnati Bengals, Joe Burrow is a full participant in practice, so he is obviously going to play on Sunday for the Cincinnati Bengals against the Arizona Cardinals. T. Higgins, however, did not practice today. He's nursing a rib injury. He's missed practice 2 straight days, and that puts him on track to be out Sunday against the Arizona Cardinals. And maybe the big story today was Jonathan Taylor talking publicly for the first time since June. And there was a totally different tone from Jonathan Taylor than what we've heard over the summer. He was upbeat. He was optimistic. He's physically ready to play. He was talking about the upcoming game. And so the signs are encouraging right now. That relationship between Jonathan Taylor and the Indianapolis Colts is in a different spot today than it was throughout the summer, and it is trending in the right direction.
I can't wait to see him out there with Anthony Richardson, who's already looked really good without him. We haven't seen him play in a game in nearly 10 months. That's a long time. It's worth a reminder just how good Jonathan Taylor is, and you see it there. During his first 3 seasons, Taylor had 6 games with at least 150 rushing yards and a touchdown, tied for the 5th most by any player in their first 3 years in the league in NFL history. The other 5 players are on the list. They're all Hall of Famers. So, RC, what do you make of the situation in Indianapolis right now?
Well, I think Jonathan Taylor realized that big bank always takes little bank and that he was backed into a corner. But as good as he is, he knows playing with AR5, having Shane Steichen running that offense, the things you saw in the second half against the LA Rams, he has an opportunity to make plays and also contribute to a team that can win games. And so the best out for him is to go out, produce, show people he is still a top level running back and hope to get his money in the offseason. But there's talent on this team and a great offensive mind in Shane Steichen.